just a breath away, losing my faith today.
Falling off the edge today.
I am just a man, not superhuman.
I'm not superhuman.
Someone save me from the hate. It's just another war, just another family torn.
Falling from my feet today.
Just a step on the edge, just another day in the world we live. I need a hero to save me now. I need a hero.
Save me now.
I need a hero to save my life. A hero will save me.
Just in time.
I've gotta fight today to live another day, speaking my mind today.
My voice will be heard today.
Alright, let me start this bout by saying I do not hate Danco. I do not have a thing against him. But, you know, some things are just, nah, you shouldn't. If you give a team prep and prior knowledge beforehand and say that they're going all out, then how does the other team even compete with that if they don't? Okay? So, let's begin. Hey guys, Legendary Ghidorah here today, and yeah, back with you guys with another Danco debunk video. This one is the X-Men versus Justice League one. Now, so what are my problems with this video? One, X-Men should have won this because of the lineup. I mean, you have Cyclops, Wolverine, Iceman, Storm, Jean Grey, Unstoppable Colossus, and Magneto versus Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, The Flash, Green Lantern, and Martian Manhunter. Green Lantern Hal Jordan, mind you. So, what are my problems with this video? Okay, so, like he did with the whole Doomsday versus X-Men video, he gave the X-Men prior knowledge beforehand, and he said they'll be going all out. Number one, that was a bad idea from the start, and I felt like he knew it and tried to, you know, reverse it and like, you know, nah, it's, this ain't really good. Oh, jeez, X-Men versus Justice League. Oh, shoot, I met the X-Men going out. Oh, no, this is over. So, yeah, then, you know, he started breaking it down brick by brick, tier by tier. Now, number one, Batman is out from the beginning. That's kind of an honest thing, and it's a real, it's really kind of obvious. Wolverine going all out, that's already a done deal. You know, damn claw slicing through him, slicing up Batman like he's a sushi roll, okay? Cyclops going all out, that's insane, okay? That was the stupidest thing you could have Batman even here for, is with Cyclops. If he's going up against Cyclops, he's going to see Cyclops as a normal human, and he's not going to be ready for when that optic blast going all out, basically blowing Batman to pieces. So right off the get-go, Batman is kind of out here. Then he even makes the argument that Wolverine and Cyclops could be Aquaman. Okay, yes, I can see, okay, wait. So he made a video on Wolverine versus Aquaman on his channel. I suggest you guys go check that out. And he actually said Wolverine will win. Okay, why doesn't that logic apply here? Why? Because he's with the X-Men? No. If Wolverine, basically, if they all have prior knowledge to how dangerous of a threat the Justice League is, and they're going all out, Wolverine is pulling some Spider-Man, Hulk type stuff, you know, with all his prior encounters with characters of that caliber. You know, he has the agility of Spider-Man, but with the ferocity of the Hulk. That's basically Wolverine for you guys. And them claws have cut through pretty much anyone that has come across, even Infinity Gauntlet Thanos. So, like it or not, Superman fans, he's gonna stab Superman. He probably could gut Superman if the Man of Steel isn't careful. Next up, Unstoppable Colossus, right? So, Dan, one of my problems with every Unstoppable Colossus video is that he makes Colossus give up because that's his personality. One, this is what we call context. So what happened in a Red Hulk fight, right? You see, sorry about that. So Red Hulk and Colossus were going at it. Colossus went all out because he had enough of Red Hulk and was about to kill him in about 3 or 4 blows. That's how bad he was beating the Red Hulk. But then he saw that the Pillar of Utopia, because that's where they were fighting right underwater near the pillar, and he saw that the shockwaves of his punches were cracking the Pillar of Utopia. So what he did was he gave up that fight so that he wouldn't destroy the X-Men's base or just destroy his home. So basically he threw the fight so that Red Hulk could basically win it. And Red Hulk couldn't even KO him with one punch or even two. He had to keep going until Colossus basically punked him out. So yeah. Then some things I agree with is that Colossus is on the same tier. Well, Colossus not, or Juggerlossus, or Unstoppable Colossus, is on the same tier as Hulk, Thor, and Hercules, and is definitely, I would say, higher than Thor and Hercules because you have the base of Colossus, who's already a 100 tonner. And if you guys just watched my Doomsday video, I argued that he was a planet buster as well, considering that he's went toe to toe with Gladiator, King Hyperion, World War Hulk, and the Juggernaut even beat Juggernaut on some of the occasions. So yeah, I would count Colossus as a planet buster as well, even taking attacks from those kind of characters. So add that, plus the Juggernaut's durability and healing factor, you basically have the strongest person on the battlefield. I would even argue stronger than Superman, and Colossus is also magic, so that is a weakness of Superman. Even adding his durability and his magical force field, yeah, Unstoppable Colossus kind of runs house on most members of the league. Then you have Jean Grey and Martian Manhunter. I'll admit, Jean and Martian Manhunter definitely an equal fight in terms of telepathy. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. So we'll leave those two in the corner for right now because really that's a mental fight for the ages. And Jean going all out is definitely putting Manhunter in the corner. Now let's talk about the 3 MVPs of this fight. Iceman, Storm, and Magneto versus Green Lantern, Flash, Wonder Woman. Okay, so starting off, Magneto literally could take out half of the league by himself. He manipulates the iron in someone's blood and has been able to manipulate all forms of metal. Wonder Woman wears armor. What do you think is going to happen to her? She's going to get crushed. From her tiara all the way down. Flash's earbolts count as metal. Green Lantern Green Lantern's power ring cannot be manipulated, but the energy can. Magneto is actually just a manipulator in comics now. He doesn't only manipulate metal or just blood. This dude can manipulate energy. He was able to take Proteus, a psionic energy being, rip him out of Kitty Pryde's body and cause him to explode. He was even able to bend lasers, which isn't psionic energy. It's basically just normal energy. He's even been able to manipulate lightning. Okay? That's just OP on its own. So Magneto can definitely take out half of the league and definitely take out Green Lantern when it comes down to it. Storm, scramble the electricity in someone's brain, which Danco really didn't counter in this video. Storm can manipulate the electricity in anyone's body and even scramble their brains. She's even done it to Telepath, Martian Manhunter, over there in the corner with Jean Grey. Storm can manipulate, even affect entire people and multiple people, even multiple metahumans at that. Storm does this. I'm not saying she could solo the league, but it's definitely putting some out of commission and on the back rope. And say if Jean is keeping Martian Manhunter busy, Storm comes in, scrambles his brain. Jean then just, hammers in with that telepathy. Boom. Martian Manhunter is out of the game. Now let's talk about my boy, Bobby, the Iceman. Okay? Ice Claw. Like I said with the Doomsday video, I made the argument Iceman could pretty much handle Doomsday by himself, while the X-Men pretty much just, just sit back and watch TV. or watch him on the news. But yeah, Iceman is a direct counter to the Flash because you know why? Guess who his villain is? Captain Cold, Killer Frost. What do they do every time? I'm just gonna freeze the floor here and alright, freeze the floor. Good luck, Flash. Oh, let's not forget Iceman can freeze things that move at the speed of light or freeze things at the speed of light. And to me, it's definitely a dumb feat, but in my opinion, it's a feat nonetheless. You can't deny it. It's a feat. He's frozen the speed of light around opponents. What do you think Flash pretty much does all the time? He moves at faster than light speeds. Iceman is able to freeze opponents like Juggernaut who move at that kind of level of speed, or he pretty much freezes the momentum or the friction around them. Just imagine pretty much Iceman doing that to the Flash. Flash is a statue at this point. Let's not forget, Iceman can make clones during this entire fight, okay? Iceman can make dozens of clones, make giant monsters, make monster constructs, multiples of them. Imagine that. You have the X-Men. You put Iceman on the battlefield first, he just makes a whole army. Then you have the X-Men just running rampant, running all over the league. The league's not going to be prepared for that. Even in a random encounter, I bet they wouldn't even be prepared for that. They wouldn't even be able to counter it off the bat. Iceman can also freeze someone's brain and the water molecules in their lungs. Yeah, that. So, take that into consideration. He's also been able to freeze someone's heart and freeze the island of Manhattan and pretty much hold it hostage. Iceman's a beast. No way around it. Now, back to who was I about to go to next? Jean Grey. Jean Grey's telekinesis, and I obviously, like I said, she would keep Martian Manhunter busy and off most of the members of the X-Men. But really, the X-Men are all telepathic resistant. Wolverine, even Cyclops are all telepathic resistance and have telepathic shielding thanks to Professor X. Magneto is also telepathically resistant and added to his helmet. Storm increases the electricity in her brain so that she is telepathically resistant and that telepaths cannot get through to her. Unstoppable Colossus is telepathically resistant. You're not getting through that thick noggin and that thick helmet. The entire X-Men team is telepathically resistant. Martian Manhunter is I hate to say it, but pretty without, if it's not, I mean, his phasing could work. Oh no, wait, never mind. Oops. Yeah, Martian Manhunter's telepathy, is pretty much useless. Even his phasing is useless. Vision tried to phase into Storm, and she still electrocuted him and knocked him out. So yeah, you're not pulling one of those on Storm, or probably even Jean Grey. Jean Grey's telekinesis, like I said in my Doomsday video, goes down to the molecular level, okay? She can rip someone apart on the molecular level. She can use her astral form to fight on par with characters like Gladiator, who in my opinion is much more powerful than Superman in striking power and striking feats. Superman has better lifting feats because he's the only one that pretty much does that in most Supermen, other than Hyperion, who I made a video about of him versus Superman. Go watch that, check it out. So, what's the league advantage, right? Their speed. Yeah, definitely the league has some advantages. They have more versatile heavy hitters. Well, some versatile heavy hitters. Martian Manhunter and Green Lantern. Perfect counters to Storm and to Storm, Iceman, and Magneto. You also have Aquaman, who I don't even know why Danco said this, but he said Aquaman could give a good fight to Unstoppable Colossus. Like, really? That made me laugh like so hard in that video, you guys. So you have that, and then you can just Colossus just pretty much Aquaman jumps at him, just slaps him across into another building. It's just it's really not even fair at that point. Then if you want to go by the matchups, okay, so we have lower tier characters, right? we have Batman versus Wolverine and Cyclops. So we're gonna do basically review that for what Danco said. So you have Batman versus Wolverine or Cyclops at that point. So Batman, how you want your grave? You know, deep, 6 feet, 10 feet, 1 million feet into the Earth's core. Yeah, Cyclops' optic blasts not only have enough force to rip through a planet, but they've also been able to hurt and injure Dormammu in his own dimension, a multiversal being or even higher. Definitely higher than Skyfather level beings like Zeus and Odin, you guys. That's how powerful Cyclops' optic blast was, okay? So, like I said, Batman out of the gate. Just out. Then with mid-tier characters, he said Storm and Iceman were mid-tier. So, picture this, right? Mid-tier characters range from the city to continental level characters. That right there is very disrespectful to both Iceman and Storm. Okay? First of all, these guys can freeze entire dimensions and affect the entire planet. He even said Storm made a primal storm when going all out. When going all out, Storm can scope the face of the planet and affect the entire planet. Storm has even tapped into the magnetic field of the planet and amped herself. What? Huh? Magneto as well can amp himself with the gravitational force of planets, even planets around him, with gravitational pulls, of course. So yeah, that was very disrespectful. Iceman could destroy a whole planet if it wanted to, maybe even a star. I argue that Storm's lightning has been able to, let's see, knock out T-Rex, shatter Stardust, and hurt the Silver Surfer. These three have something in common. They're all Herald level characters. T-Rex is able to basically take galaxy level blasts, Stardust being able to take attacks from Beta Ray Bill, who has been able to crack Galactus's armor, and Silver Surfer could basically can definitely one-shot a galaxy with his powers. He's even explained this to Doctor Doom when he took his powers, like, you can't be playing around with my powers like that. You could one-shot a galaxy if you're not careful. And Doom was like, yeah, whatever. And then that's when the Fantastic Four was like, yeah, we're gonna just take your powers back. What? Yep. Boop. Back in Silver Surfer, have a nice day. So yeah, these guys are able to pretty much injure and hurt beings on a galaxy level scale. Iceman has been able to freeze the Hulk, the Thing, and Juggernaut, which are not temporary things. I don't know where Danco got that from. They're not temporary things. Hulk hasn't been able to break out of his ice for at least like a couple minutes. That's not even a temporary thing. That's enough time for the X-Men to get the rest of that team and do it. He's even froze the Thing solid for hours on end. Thing had to be thawed out by Human Torch. And he's frozen Juggernaut to the point where Juggernaut could even get out of it, okay? He froze Juggernaut so fast and froze him to the point where the Juggernaut could not escape. That's how much Iceman has developed over the years. Not to mention, this dude can make giant monsters and ice clones to overwhelm various members of the League. Flash won't even be able to get to the real Iceman in time before Iceman surprises him with that speed of light feat. As a matter of fact, what if all the clones pretty much can do what Iceman does, right? So basically, Iceman can just make a whole army, freeze the Justice League at the speed of light, and then X-Men go to work. Done deal. It's pretty much done. Now, I'm not saying the League just stands there. Sure, they do their thing. Green Lantern's making every construct he can. Flash is trying to speed blitz. Aquaman is doing his trident thing. Batman's doing his utility belt. Wonder Woman is getting in those gadgets. Her sword and shield and lasso and her physical combat. And then you have Superman doing what Superman does best. And then you have Martian Manhunter doing his thing. Yeah, the League is going to put up one great and spectacular fight. But, like I said before, X-Men are just more powerful, honestly. So, with that being said, let's get into the high tier. So, that's where we have Jean Grey, Unstoppable Colossus, and Magneto. Well, sorry, I meant to say his definition of high tier. Jean Grey, Unstoppable Colossus, and Magneto versus Superman, Wonder Woman, and Martian Manhunter. Oh boy, this is about to be good. So, what did he say? So, he basically said Wonder Woman and Unstoppable Colossus basically tag team. Sorry, Wonder Woman and Superman tag team Unstoppable Colossus. Okay, I can see that. What's that really going to do, though? I mean, Superman's main weakness is magic. Colossus is one smarter than Juggernaut when he had his powers. And let's see what else happened. Sidorak also said that he gave more power to Colossus than he ever granted Kane. This basically proves that Unstoppable Colossus is more powerful than Tryon Juggernaut because, well, more power than Kane ever had includes Tryon Juggernaut, which was the extent of Kane's power, which means Unstoppable Colossus in his base, or basically Unstoppable Colossus in general, even when going all out, is more powerful than Tryon Juggernaut. That means you have to deal with that power level against Superman and Wonder Woman. That's a dangerous thing. And also being able to cripple someone like Red Hulk in just 4 blows. Yeah, Superman and Wonder Woman are really in big trouble. Especially if you realize you have to pay attention to Magneto as well. Speaking of Magneto, let's add him to that equation as well. Because, like I said before, Jean Grey, Martian Manhunter, in the corner, fight it out. Or, telepathically battle it out. You know what I mean. So, add Magneto to that equation, right? Ooh, Wonder Woman is in a lot more trouble than you think. Those bracelets are metal. Her suit is metal. Her tiara, her sword, her shield, all metal. Everything she has is metal. Not to mention her blood as well also has iron. Matter of fact, Martian Manhunter's blood has a higher concentration of iron than humans. That's a very bad thing. Magneto could detects that on the spot. It's game. I mean, honest, it's game. Magneto pretty much detecting that on the spot, it's pretty much over. It's what Polaris did to the basically half of the league. Superman wasn't there. Batman's utility belt. Green Lantern, I think Thunder was with Green Lantern. I don't remember. Flash's ear bolts and Wonder Woman's, bracelets. And then you had Martian Manhunter's blood. That's what it was. Batman's utility belt as well. Magneto's just a beast. So anyway, back to that equation. You add him to that, you have Unstoppable Colossus fighting at the front lines, Magneto's behind him doing his manipulation thing, basically restraining Wonder Woman, so pretty much a demoned out Colossus. I'm going to say that because that's when Colossus pretty much goes all out in his demon form. So you have a demoned out Colossus basically about to give Wonder Woman that punch is going to be so bad. I'm telling you guys, I can just imagine how bad that punch is gonna feel. I mean, she's getting knocked out cold. Set through a couple buildings and she's gonna be out cold, okay? Then you have Superman, who was probably doing some Imperiex probe and Mongol type stuff, combining his powers for better usage. Yeah, buddy, Magneto's on the side still. That's not gonna pretty much affect Colossus either. He's magic, man. You really don't do so well against magic. Also, Colossus ain't no slouch. He'll do a thunderclap on the spot, man. I mean, really. Colossus when he had Juggernaut's powers, literally did something Juggernaut wouldn't do. See, he and Spider-Man were going at it. Spider-Man was explaining that, yeah, I got this. I got the upper hand here. You know why? Because I have experience dealing with Juggernauts and Juggernaut himself, Since you have his powers, you're not going to be any different. Colossus basically extended his arm and extended both his arms and was like, yeah, buddy, he's not that smart. Boom, thunderclap, took Spider-Man completely out the fight, and it was just over from that point. I mean, Spider-Man, yes, he didn't give up until the end, till Daredevil said, bro, you better pull out. You ain't looking too hot in this fight. And basically Daredevil had to pull Spider-Man out of that fight because, one, Colossus even said, you need to stop. You need to leave. You need to give up before I kill you. Just stay down. And Spider-Man was like, Spider-Man was a G. He was like, no, I ain't giving up. I'm still keep going. So yeah, that's the kind of Colossus you're looking forward to. He doesn't give up no little fight, and definitely doesn't sacrifice himself unless something is critically at stake, like his entire team is being put in danger because of him. Open field, nothing to worry about. X-Men know what they're doing. Oh my gosh, let me get into that before I wrap up this video. So like I said, before I recap, X-Men who know what they're going up against, know what they're doing. Cyclops got a plan on the spot. Let me tell you something. Cyclops came up with 47 different plans to stop Unstoppable Colossus, and number 48 was not stop Unstoppable Colossus, was basically to fight Curve. Yeah, so he had 47 plans to stop an amped Juggernaut, and guess what was number 48? Unstoppable Colossus. Yeah, that was his main plan at the end. I mean, sure, he didn't pick Colossus to, be the Avatar of Sidorak, but Sidorak was like, yo, I like you, big guy. What? Sidorak, that sounded a little... Just take my gem. Okay, I'll just take your gem. Yeah, I'll become the Juggernaut. I don't mind. I really don't care. I'm doing this for my sister. So, yeah, I'll take your gem. Okay. So, yeah. Colossus basically beat Kurth, who had pretty much foiled 47 different plans from Cyclops. So, yeah. And that's because they couldn't account for what Juggernaut was planned off of. They didn't know what Juggernaut was amped off of, which was the Serpent, mind you. So, yeah, before I wrap this video, where was I about to go? Yeah, X-Men with knowledge beforehand. Master Prep, Cyclops, off the bat, knows what he's doing, going in like 47 different plans. Don't make him get to 48 because that is the plan that will end your career. Okay? He's got Jean Grey on Martian Manhunter. Wolverine going in. Probably, matter of fact, nah, forget it. Wolverine's already on Aquaman. He's just gonna straight up blast Batman out of it. Like, bro, this is a man. I'm about to just, boop. What happened to Batman? Oh, I don't know. He's just somewhere. He's got Storm pretty much making it rain lightning down from the sky. Iceman cloning and freezing at the speed of light. He's got Magneto messing with everybody's blood. And Colossus running rampant. That's what Cyclops would do. Add Namor to that equation. Matter of fact, take Wolverine out, replace it with Namor. Would have been the best fight ever. Okay? So anyway, guys, this is Legendary Ghidorah. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later for probably another debunked video. Peace.